Good afternoon, everybody. It's July 17, 2024 on Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing well. As soon as I started recording my phone, it's vibrating. The criminals have caused it to vibrate. Actually, both of my phones start to vibrate. They don't want you to see what I'm seeing. But anyway, I want to thank everybody. We recently topped 2,000 subscribers, so we're going to get the message out there, and I have uploaded 1.7k videos. So there are a lot of videos there, but I'm going to do a Q&A right now. And this is a question that was posed to me directly, I believe, on Quora, and this is over a year ago. And the question is, what is your opinion of people who engage in stalking activities for revenge and or personal gain? Do you think they have psychological issues? And if so, what are they? So this is my response. Thank you for your questions. To answer your first question, my opinion of people who engage in stalking activities for revenge and or personal gain are as follows. 1. Stalking is a crime in every state. 2. There are also federal stalking or anti-stalking laws. 3. People who engage in stalking activities for revenge or personal gain are committing a crime. Number 4, it is premeditated. 5. Many receive sadistic pleasure in hunting another person. For personal gain? ? Do you mean like a gift card or a financial benefit? 6. It's no different than being a paid-for-hire hitman or woman. The fact that some federal agencies promote quote-unquote domestic terrorism against innocent people is even more criminal. But just look at the state of affairs our country is in today. You ask if I believe that they have psychological issues, and if so, what are they? Well, I can speak from both personal and professional experience on this topic. Stalking is an obsession and a compulsion, which means that it is an addiction. Most addicts have psychological problems. Many have diagnosed or undiagnosed personality disorders, and I'll give you an example. My perpetrator stalker neighbors have addiction to cigarettes, alcohol, and controlled substances. They're addicts and feel a sense of entitlement. They also engage in stalking, harassment, vandalism, and pet unaliving. Those are all criminal activities. Many people who are addicted to substances have been addicted for a good part of their lives. Their personalities and psychological and emotional development were stunted at an age in which they started abusing the substances. That means that they're very immature. It doesn't matter what their chronological age is. If they're stuck at approximately 12 years old, having a little temper tantrum, hissy fits, when they don't get their way, because they're personality disordered, they will not change in adulthood. They generally do not feel anything is wrong with their behavior and project their inadequacies onto their victim. This is likely the reason why they are recruited as informants and perpetrators. Many of them derive sadistic pleasure in committing crime, getting away with it, and inflicting pain on another person. The prisons are filled with personality disordered people that torture animals and people. Also, I find them to be incredibly envious, jealous, and greedy. They get off on stealing from other people. They're very immature. They must have very low self-esteem, because people with a high self-esteem focus on their own selves and not on others. These people are obsessed with their victim. That's why they watch them all day long. They live, breathe, and literally eat their victim. I find them to be very low level of consciousness, immoral, lacking in values and education. They lack critical discernment and do not question what they're told. when you don't question the narrative or what other people tell you and go along to get along, you are willfully ignorant. So these people are ignorant. That's my opinion. Okay, yeah, that's me. I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell it like it is. And somebody just responded today, which is why I'm even reading this, because I completely forgot that I had answered this question. I might have even stated it on my channel previously, but it is over a year ago. So this person responds, well said. I'm amazed that you responded with the words that I think defines gang stalkers and those who wield the directed energy weapons. Their maturity level is 12 or less. They operate in a degree of fascination for me, which is incomprehensible. Only celebrity rivals this kind of audience. I appreciate your ability to speak the truth about the suffering of humans. They're the ones that are far worse off than we are, as their souls are already dead. I believe that the reason they seek and have the need for our souls, we bear the light, the truth, love, kindness, genuineness, and goodness, morality and ethics, and all the virtues they want but can never have. So they want us unalive. Therefore, they don't have to think about how far they have fallen from the master of the universe, who has created all of light. Well, I think that was a really nice response. Thank you. Her name is Susan. She left that message about half an hour ago. So I look forward to your questions and comments down below. Please feel free to add anything that I may have missed. What, in your opinion, what is your opinion of the people that engage in stalking activities for revenge and or personal gain? And do you think they have psychological issues? And if so, what are they? So, stalking is an obsession and a compulsion, which means it's an addiction. Many of these people are personality disordered, whether they're diagnosed or undiagnosed. Because they're addicts and engage in other addictive activities, usually with substance abuse, whether they're pharmaceutical, illegal, legal substances, they were emotionally stunted at the time that they started abusing these chemical substances. And that would go for, and this is the whole thing I wrote about in my master's, about giving children falsely diagnosed with ADHD highly addictive pharmaceutical drugs that are akin to giving a kid cocaine. And I'm just going to end on that note. I don't need an argument about it. I've studied it for years and years and years. For those of you that claim that you're ADHD, that take the medicine, you got to get off the stuff. Especially if you're in this program, you've got to wean your way off of it, because you will be hit a lot harder and they will control you a lot easier. Besides the fact that there are a lot of known and unknown, how am I going to phrase this for YouTube? Additives in all of those little colored pills and stuff. All kinds of stuff that maybe wasn't even in there 5 or 10 years ago. Just like with cigarettes. Now, tobacco in and of itself is not that harmful. It's what is placed inside, all the chemicals and that are designed to cause addiction in a cigarette. Smoking tobacco, sure, it can be addictive, but it's not going to be harmful the way a cigarette loaded with, and again, I don't remember the exact number, but it's like 20, 30 other ingredients that are designed to cause illness, disease, and addiction. But I look forward to your comments down below. This is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading, and once again, thank you all those new subscribers that have subscribed to my channel. I do have 2 testimonies that I need to read. Not sure where I'm going to get to it. I'm going to make a few phone calls today, and I just wanted to give you the heads up that after David's interview, and thank you so much for listening to it, it lasted a lot longer than we both anticipated. It lasted almost 2 hours. My eyes were fine. They've been radiating my eyes for 6 weeks up until that point. And I was going to cancel the interview, and then I decided, you know what? I'm going to do the interview regardless of my eyes, because I want everybody to see what they're doing to my eyes. Well, a couple of days before they let up on the radiation, my eyes healed. That night and into the next morning, it started all over again. So, and yes, I did take a photo of what my eyes look like in the morning. I mean, I could barely open them. They're glued shut. Their radiation burns, and what happens with radiation burns is they cause a little bit of a scab, and when you rub it with an oil, it's very gritty, almost like it's sandy little particles. So if you ever experienced that, leave a comment down below. I also left in the community section the dangers of radiation and the physical outline of the body and what it does to different body parts and organs. That's in the community section. You might have to scroll down a little bit. I also left photos of the white powdery substance that I mentioned during the interview that I caught on 2 windows. Was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday. But I posted on the community section. You could see the white powdery substance. And I'm not sure how it works. I'm not sure if it's something that they spray in the air that interacts with moisture, or if it is something that interacts with the radio frequencies that they're generating to the roof of the buildings. There has to be some kind of substance inside the building that causes it to interact with moisture and the radio frequencies in order for it to develop onto windows. But it's not just like drippy stuff. It almost looks like hieroglyphics. They almost look like sigils, symbols and stuff. But if you have the opportunity to view that, please leave a comment down below or leave a comment underneath the photos. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading, signing off for now.